guys, so today's hair is featuring hair. This hair is 100% human hair. It is a 13 by 6 lace front with natural color and it is 18 inches. I'm very excited to try this hair out. A lot of people have been asking me like, how do you get your lace to look so good? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to melt your lace. We're going to take the hair out of the box and we get a wig cap that comes with it. Thank you. And then here we have the hair in a plastic bag. So we're just going to take the hair out of the bag. Okay, so it comes with a card here. It says the hair length is 18 inches. The color is a natural. The hair density is 130%. And the hair texture, I don't know what that means. It says beware if you are unsatisfied with the item, please keep it in original condition and do not cut the extra lace. And on the back it just has some information, hair tips, always think ahead and be confident in you. So the hair comes with the net. We're just going to take this off. Okay, so this is the hair here. Very, very soft. I like that about it. Very soft. I'm not getting any shedding just initially out the box. So step one in getting your lace to melt, we need to make sure that our lace is as close as possible to our natural skin color. And as you guys can see, this is nowhere near. So what I'm going to do is tint my lace right now for you guys. That is the first step for me that I would like to do. Okay guys, so the first thing you're gonna need in order to tint your lace is some tea. Okay, so you can use any type of tea that you want as long as the ingredients on the tea says black tea. I did already put up a video of how to tint your lace, but for the purpose of this video and showing you guys how to do my baby hairs and everything with the lace, I decided to go ahead and show you this step again. But if you would like to watch that video, make sure you click over and check it out. So you'll just need some tea bags with the ingredients that say black tea. These come with 100 tea bags in here. I don't know, I think they were like $3 or $4 or something like that. Not expensive at all. Next, you'll need a pot of boiling hot water. So I just have like a regular size pot, you know, as long as the lace can actually fit in there, and enough water in here so that the lace can actually be submerged into the water. And what we're going to do is, since this water is boiling hot already, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting this water off and I'm going to be putting my tea bags in here. It kind of depends on how tint you want your lace. So I'm going to just throw in like 10 tea bags and I'm going to see and check the water and see if that's the color I like. So that's 1, 2, 3. So the good thing about using the hot tea bags to tint your lace is that it does not dye your entire hair versus going to get some, you know, brown type of dye, you know, and then you're actually dyeing the lace. It will also dye the hair. The tea bag does not dye the hair, so it only dyes the lace. So that's the good thing about it. We want to make sure our water is really, really hot, just like you do any type of tea. You want to make sure the water is hot initially so that the tea can be, the color can be extracted from the actual tea bags, and the tea can be extracted from it as well. So okay, now you guys can really see how dark this water is. See that? So after you let this sit for a few minutes, our next step is to put it so that it can get cooled off, because you don't want to dip your lace in there while it's hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and, for me, I'm gonna just throw it in the freezer and let it cool off. Some people just let it sit up here on the stove front and cool off. I'm gonna be throwing mine into the freezer, the entire pot. Okay, so now that our water has cooled off, I'm going to go ahead and take our tea bags out of our water. Now, this is the color of our water. Our water is still warm. It is not like super ice cold. We just wanted it to be cooler than what it was. I have my wig here, and what you're going to do is submerge the entire lace into the water, not necessarily the entire wig. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to let that sit in the water for about 10 minutes, I would say, and then come back and kind of see if it's at the color that you want it to be at. So I'm going to go ahead and let this sit, and I will be back to show you guys the results. So we're going to take this out of the tea. So right now what we're going to do is now we are going to move on to our next step. Okay guys, so we're going to be washing our hair right now. I am using the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Yogurt Hydrate Plus Repair Shampoo. I find this to be amazing on my natural hair, so I figured why not use it for my wig. You guys know I always use this anyways. So yeah, let's get into the washing. Okay, you guys can kind of see the difference here of the lace and how it looks here. You guys, this is the natural color lace that it was, and then if you can tell, this is darker. So I'm just going to be taking some shampoo and putting it on the hair. This is how our hair looks when it's wet. It is beautiful. Oh my God, this hair is so freaking gorgeous when it's wet. I love the way it just curls up and gives you that wet and wavy look. It is gorgeous. Our lace looks once it is tinted. This is a piece of lace that I cut off in the back so that you guys can compare the difference between tinted and not tinted lace. So as you can see that this lace here is a lot lighter than our lace over here, the new tinted lace. It is a darker color. So that is the goal that we wanted to achieve, and I think we did achieve that very good. Put the hair in a ponytail, and the vendor for this hair, well, the company said that, you know, this hair is already pre-plucked and the hairline is already customized. So I'm pretty satisfied with how the hairline looks. It does not go straight across like some wigs. It is customized here. If you notice, this is all the way pushed back. Then you have like a sort of like a widow's peak kind of here. So I am satisfied with the hairline. I am going to go ahead and cut along the edges of the already customized hairline. So I'm just gonna start here. I'm gonna leave the ear flaps for right now and just kind of cut along the lace here. Now that we have our cap on, the next thing we're going to be doing is applying our Got To Be glue here around our edges of the wig cap, and I'm just going to be using the end of my rat tail comb. I don't have any makeup on or anything so that the glue can apply really good to my edges. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to be taking my palette from Juvia's Place, and I am going to be using this color here called Cameroon. I believe this is the closest to my natural skin tone. And while that's drying, I'm just going to dab my makeup brush into the palette and just put some, dab this onto my wig cap, because our wig cap is like super light, and when we part our hair, we don't want to see this light wig cap. We want to kind of see something that's close to our skin color as possible or to our scalp. So I'm just taking this and just dabbing it all over the place so that I make sure that my parting looks good when I part my hair. I'm just letting this dry really good here. Some people use foundation, which I do use foundation too, but I'm not using foundation for right now though. Okay, so that layer of glue is dry. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a second layer on. And I'm going to blow dry it. Okay, next I'm going to be taking my wig here and I am going to be putting it on my head. And I'm not really putting the wig on. I'm going to put it on, but right now I'm just putting it on my head so that I can make sure I have it where it needs to go. I'm just putting a comb in the back end. I'm gonna pull the wig down a little bit more so I know where it's going. I'm gonna put the hair in a ponytail here. Okay. So I like to take my wig and start in sections, pulling it on. So I'm gonna start here on the side with the ear tab. The reason I didn't cut these ear tabs is because I wanted to make sure the wig was lined up correctly and that was my ear, even though you can get some guidance from the actual comb in the back. So I'm gonna start with laying down the middle part first. And I'm not using my fingers or anything to lay that down because I don't know, if your hands got any oil or anything on it, then it's not gonna lay properly. Then I'm gonna pull down the sides. And I'm just going behind the baby hairs and pressing it down really good. Okay, I'm just combing my hair back and using water in the baby hair comb so I can actually see where my lace is gonna lay. And I'm just putting some more glue on here. And this part, I don't know, this takes me the longest to do. And the issue that I'm having is every time I put this flat part down, this one raises back. So I feel like this wig is not 100% big head friendly. I got a big head and I feel like it's not doing what I need it to do. So I'm gonna just lay the lace on here now that I can see it a little clearer. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just push the hair back. I'm gonna just put in some more glue on here. And I'm gonna go over one more time and just make sure all the glue is gone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out the baby hairs that I want to finesse. This is the most important part once you have your lace down, is getting your baby hairs together. So I'm gonna pull out the pieces that I want to use to lay my lace, or to lay my baby hairs. I'm not doing a bunch of baby hairs on this specific look. Going to do, okay, so I have the baby hairs that I'm going to be working with, and I'm just gonna take my Tresemme mousse and get them to look exactly how I want them to look. I don't use Got2b glue on the first time of doing them, because you know our baby hairs can take a minute to finesse. It just kind of depends on how good you are with baby hairs, but even if you're good, sometimes you know it still takes a minute to get them how you really want them. That's a look. Then I'm gonna come over here on the other side and do the same thing. Now I'm gonna do my sideburns here, and for my sideburns I'm actually just going to cut some of this off because it's kind of long. It is kind of long. And I'm doing this because I want to wipe away the glue inside of there. Like, and if there's any glue on the actual lace, I want to wipe that out that I didn't get. And then I'll just take my baby hair brush, kind of swoop these back in their little place. Like a very tiny swoop. Once you get done with your baby hair, just take a scarf and lay it on your lace so that it can lay as flat as possible. Guys, so once you have your scarf on, you want to keep this on for about 15 minutes or so. You know, go do whatever you gotta go do, sis. I'm about to go do my makeup, and then I'll come back on here and show you guys how everything looks, and then we'll style it, and yeah, we'll be all done. Okay guys, I'm back. I just did my makeup. So right now I took my scarf off, and this is how my baby hairs look. Right now I'm gonna take that same brown eyeshadow that I used before, the Cameroon here, and I'm just gonna dab a little bit of that in between my lace here so it can kind of blend in with my scalp. So it can kind of blend in there. And that's okay if you put too much on, because you can just take some alcohol and kind of dab it out. Because I kind of feel like right here I did probably put too much. Pretty good on there. Like I said, if you feel like you did too much, you can kind of take it off with your alcohol. There you go. Okay. Now I am going to style my hair. So I'm gonna do a middle part here. So I'm just taking my comb and just making sure that I'm parting down the middle. The hair did go back to its natural state, so it definitely is really poofy, but we'll be able to fix that in a second. Okay, so I have my spray bottle here, and what I'm gonna do is I have my hair parted where I want it in the middle, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of drench my hair in a bunch of water and use my wig brush here to kind of get it back to how it was. this is how it looks in the back. I'm gonna add some mousse so this lays down flat. Okay guys, so this is my finished look with my baby hairs. This is how I melt my lace. This is how I chose to do my baby hairs and how I chose to do my lace. Hopefully this helps some of you guys out with learning how to melt your lace and things like that. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you guys stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a review on this hair. So you guys make sure, if that's not posted yet, make sure you guys go and check that out. Now you can add some concealer or something like that to your part, but my part was already good because I had already added the eyeshadow or any type of powder that you have. I added that to the stocking cap, so I'm pretty satisfied with how that looks. I think that looks exactly like it kind of blends in with my forehead. So I think that looks really good. If you guys enjoyed this video or you have any more questions or tips you want to know about how to slay your wig, please leave it down below. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and share this video of how to slay your baby hairs. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.